What's happening, people? And once again, welcome back to youtube.com/CubCamTV for this, another edition of Cub Reacts on a Thursday night / Friday morning. We're staying up late because there are two huge projects that have landed this evening and we need to make sure we are getting our reactions in. First of all, we've done a couple of WizKid reactions, but now we are moving on to the sounds of Sarkodie. He is joined by Black Sheriff on this one. It goes by the name Countryside. Obviously, two absolute legends at work. Black Sheriff, a new school legend. Sarkodie, one of the longest standing dons in Ghanaian rap music that we know of. So it's very, very cool to see. This is off the brand new Jams project, a 10-track EP. You've also got Joe Boy on there, Cena Soul, Low J, Oxlade, King Promise, Benson, a ton of people all getting involved. Cranium's on there as well. It's crazy. But there we go. We're going to jump into this one now and break it down for you. As always, if you're new to the channel, make sure you're getting involved by hitting that subscribe button on the right-hand side of the page. Massive shouts-outs to the one and only Great Adams on the Bear Gang shirt. Go and check out his merch and his music as well. He is fire at what he does. But without further ado, we're going to jump into this one. Now, there was a visualizer up on YouTube, but it got taken down. My guess is that there's a slight fault with it, or the text isn't right or something like that, so they've kind of pulled it down and they're going again. But it is available on Spotify, so that's how we're going to listen. Let's get into it right about now.
Yeah. Are we sure?
This already sounds cool.
Are we sure? Yeah. Can you hear this song? If you hear this song, get your kicks on. No time, my brother, we gone. We gone. You know, me a grow no more. We no feel waste time for no pagan brothers.
This is really, really cool, man. Right from the jump, we're getting such I want to say a unique sounding instrumental. The instrumental has this really kind of harsh organ chord, just kind of going bam, just right at the beginning. You then get this very kind of shuffling, almost halftime kind of drum set, which almost sounds like it's around 140, like bam, boom, bam, bam, bam. Like that could be a 140 sounding instrumental. Maybe up or down a little bit, but it's in that kind of zone. And Black Sheriff arriving with a really pristine sense of melodic energy right from the jump. Uplifting as we always know he's going to be. This is sounding really cool, man.
They go see we for countryside. He be there, they go see we, oh. They go follow man, them go for countryside. He be there, they go see we, oh. They go follow man, them go.
This is so different. I'm loving it. Again, these big kind of airy kind of pad synth, literally just kind of going ooh across in the background, giving the whole thing this kind of spatial kind of almost cloudy texture. And then you've got Black Sheriff almost like riffing around it, just kind of going wherever he wants to go. There's a real kind of sense of freedom about his vocal on this one. It's sounding really, really cool, man. I'm liking where it's going. I like how different it is as well. And this is what's so interesting about Black Sheriff as a vocalist. He doesn't mind trying the unknown. I heard him on a literal full-on Afrobeats tune earlier alongside Larry Gaga, and now he's back on this kind of futuristic sort of approach to rap. It's nuts.
For countryside, if we get there, go see me, oh. They go follow man, them go for countryside.
Time no the wait for nobody. What if I can't? I want to what yes with the waste time. Everybody get your own blessing. I check my nasu with the so why you the hit man? By the time I'm ready to better when I be do I'm on my temal and me baseline.
I don't know if I've asked this before, but there has got to be a fair bit of Busta Rhymes influence in what Sarkodie does, because that flow is just so clean. That super skippy syllabic approach. It's so difficult to do and not sound corny and still sound kind of precise, and still sound like you are making a point, still have the kind of tenacity within your wordage. And I think this is something that Sarkodie does so well, and it's why he's one of the best, because he has the ability to sound super cool, super skippy, super kind of free with his flows, but it doesn't detract from anything lyric-wise. It's such a difficult skill to kind of master the balance of those two.
If it's someone drumming, where the love at? It's an I'm friend, I know the call back. I feel like me who's the fame, no be all that. But when me peg, everybody go fall back. So when the good time comes, and the money pile up for the countryside. If you don't wanna go see the people, we stack with the ride inside.
They go see we for countryside. If you die, they go see we, oh. They go follow man, them go for countryside.
There's almost now. Please don't shoot me down for saying this. Okay, you may shoot me down for saying this, but it's meant in the best of ways. Is it just me hearing almost like an element of Sean Kingston-esque kind of melody in Black Sheriff's voice on this one? It might just be me, And Sean Kingston is a fantastic artist, by the way. But sort of earlier Sean Kingston, before he went into the sort of EDM world or whatever, even on the tune that he did with Alkaline, like I'm hearing something similar. Let me know in the comments if you kind of can hear it. Again, I'm not saying they're similar artists at all. I know they are very different, obviously, in the sort of sounds they make. But just the melodies that he's bringing on this hook, there are similarities, I think. Again, I might get shut down for that one, but do let me know in the comments. Oh no. I don't know how to turn that
If I think about the place where I came from and all the things that I've been through, it's kind of funny how you niggas.
This is what he does so well, man. He's able to just bring this skippy flow texture to life, especially after how kind of stripped back Black Sheriff's vocals have been on this tune. Like, Black Sheriff is literally just entirely in the back. Like, he's just entirely allowing the instrumental to do the talking. He's literally just kind of stepping up and sort of sidestepping around it, then arriving with a different flow, and then arriving with a few words here, a few words there. Whereas Sarkodie is hitting nearly every single beat. Like, he's literally... It's so difficult to do that and sound good, man. Like, people think it's literally just set everything to hit every single bar and you'll sound good naturally because that's what rappers sound like. It's just not true. It's so good to do that and have the level of clarity that Sarkodie does. This is mad so far.
Cause I started off broke. But the nigga don't choke. Nobody for try me if you know they want smoke. I know it's hard, but I'm giving y'all hope. When you're feeling like the world is against you and you're back against the wall, God is gonna send you an angel. Tell me, baby, I go rise when you fall, so don't stop, stay strong. It'll be overnight, it will take long. When you go 10 times down, you go rise 10 times up. Sing along.
There's a real kind of, I don't know, almost gospel-esque kind of texture to this one. When you're hearing those chord patterns in the background, you're hearing this just overall just airy, ethereal, angelic kind of combination of synthetic sort of sensations going on in your ears. And then you've literally got on one side of it, Sarkodie just going absolutely nuts with flows, lyricism, everything he's kind of approaching it with. And the other side, you've literally just got, on countryside, this much more sort of, again, joyous sounding vocal from Black Sheriff. It's a really cool, almost kind of contrast, I suppose, between those two different melodic elements. It's mad to listen to.
Can you hear this song? If you hear this song, get your kicks on. No time, my brother, we gone. We gone. You know, we need a grow no more. We not for waste time for no pagan brothers. No more. They go see we for countryside. You be there, they go see we, oh. They go follow man, them go.
I do like how sharp that organ is, though. Like, I feel with all of the other instrumentation going on, it's all very breathy. It's all very kind of soft. You can't really hear when the sounds start. They're just suddenly appearing, and then they're there, and then they're not there. Like, it's not like a sharp kind of like, bang, here I am. It's just sort of, oh, there's something there. Whereas with that organ, it's very kind of, just bang, straight in, and then it's gone. Like, it's a very sharp, almost like reawakening. And again, it ties into that theme. You've got almost Black Sheriff utilizing the space, and then you've got Sarkodie utilizing the kind of impact. And it's a similar thing with those two elements. You've got the organ kind of going bang, impact, and then you've got the synthesizers and the pads kind of just floating away, and that's using the space. So it's a really cool kind of contrast between the two different vocalists and how they're hitting different elements of the instrumental. I love this.
For countryside, if you tell they go see we, oh, they go follow man them go. For countryside, if you tell they go see we, oh, they go follow man them go. For countryside.
It's going to be really fun listening through this instrumental for the last 20 seconds because you can kind of hear all those different things I'm talking about. But I'll safely say, this isn't my favourite Black Sheriff performance, not by a country mile, but it's still fun. It's still different, you know? It's still like... on a vocal level, it's still him, I suppose, exploring different things, and that's the most important thing for him, I suppose, at this stage. He doesn't need to kind of nail a style and stick to it at this point, because he's making so much noise jumping around doing different things. I'd say do that for as long as you can, and then once you sort of find a lane that really does work and you're happy with, that's when you pursue it directly. I think the cool thing about Sheriff on this is we're getting to hear a much more, again, sort of joyous, exuberant kind of approach from him, which does work really nicely. Let's check out this instrumental for the last 20 seconds.
Number one.
there we go then. The sounds of that one. Where we go. Right. Interesting. Very interesting tune. Sarkodie alongside Black Sheriff off the Jams project. That one goes by the name Countryside. Something very different from both of them. There's not too much to break down, to be honest with you. We've broken it down quite a lot in the actual tune, and I don't want to keep you here for too long. I'm aware this is already a longer video than normal. But it's an interesting one. I like what Black Sheriff does. It's not my favourite Black Sheriff at all, but I like the fact he's expansive, he's trying different things, and you are still hearing that sense of clarity and quality within his vocal performance. Sarkodie, on the other hand, absolutely kills this. I cannot stress how difficult it is to do the skippy thing without losing your context, without losing your kind of quality when it comes to the written word, and that's something that Sarkodie does do very, very well, and he's amplified just how well he should be perceived with this tune as a standalone. So there we go. I'm excited to get into a few other tracks off this project. I definitely want to check out the Oxlade tune, despite the fact it's 5 minutes long. That's probably not going to be nice for a copyright, but we're going to give it a go regardless. Let me know what tracks off this project you'd like me to check out in the comment section down below, and as always, if you are new to the channel, do make sure you're getting involved by hitting that subscribe button on the right hand side of the page, turning notifications on as well, leaving a like, leaving a comment, and all that good stuff, and we shall see you all next time. Peace.
Them sounding so good right now, but they're sounding a bright and
Yes, it's Kovu. Stay locked.
Cam TV. Your boy Slim Forfeit right here, and you're locked on to the best breakfast with man like Cole.
Yo, this is Aaron Glitch, and you're tuning to the sounds of Kovu right now. You already know the thing. Bad boy selector. Alright, let's go.